Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
To the air, it's Ramos. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Maryland!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack.
The extra point is blocked. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Unloads quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He'll pitch it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the air, it's Hart. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll line up for a second down play. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man and they convert. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now,
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Texas 7, Maryland 6.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, that's a really impressive run right there. And I'll tell you, I know he might look a little different physically, but the athleticism, it kind of reminds you of Longhorn great QB Vince Young a little bit, especially when he takes off and runs the football. You think back to Vince Young, defenses were scared to death of that guy, not only because he could hurt you throwing the ball, but he could take off at any given moment. That's a great job right there, executing the option to perfection.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hart. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll go back to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
At the 45 on its way. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Ramos. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
It's now third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Looking to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Back to pass, it's Hart. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Terrapins!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Adkins. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on 1st down. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner goes down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas 21, Maryland 16.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
13. And your Maryland Terrapins will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ramos. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Terrapins in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Down at the 2-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Snowed under by the defense.
Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it on 4th down. They want points. They want action. They want some momentum for us on this football field.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Finds his big tight end. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. Delivers the stiff arm. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And the Terrapins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
He's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Ramos. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Maryland 31, Texas 28.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll sneak it. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Hart. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback, and you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Maryland! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points, that is a disaster for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Got the quick completion. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton.
The 1st down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Back to throw, it's Hart. He's got him this time. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Hands it off. At the 45, on his way. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Now on the move. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll test the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on 3rd down for this offense.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, you run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, and I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete. And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense playing a bail technique. Scanning the field, it's Hart. A shot toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.